Loretta. It was just the first thing that came to mind.
That's not funny at all.
No, it's not funny.
Why did you say that?
I don't know. Made it a joke. No, I didn't. God damn it, Loretta. You get your ass. Hey, okay. Today was a regular day. Same shit, different day. But about an hour ago, somebody knocked on our door. Now, I understand that when somebody knocks on my door, it's an event. Because people don't come here. Like, nobody comes to see us. Like, if her mom's coming, her mom will text to be like, hey, I'm outside. Like, people don't come here. So there's a knock on the door, and I peek out, and there's this older lady, maybe? But middle-aged lady. And the selling point is that she's got a baby on her hip, and he's like 1 year old, and he doesn't have on any socks or shoes.
1 year old.
What'd I say?
1 year old.
1 year.
I'm sorry, pet peeve of mine.
I understand. And she's like, hey, somebody's chasing me. Can I just come in? And had she been by herself, she'd have been out of luck. But she had a baby.
That's not fair. We I don't know why people tend to flock to us for help, but that happened to us. That last year.
That was like 2 years ago. The lady, she was here for like an hour and a half too.
And she like came in and she's like hiding behind me, like afraid. It was just like, what's happening?
So apparently, the story goes, her husband came in and swung at her, so she grabbed her baby and took off. Which, is smart. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So she just went looking for any neighbor who appeared to be up. And it just so happens that we had our window open, so she probably heard conversation. So she's like, oh, they're up. It's like, damn it. So she comes in and she sits there and she's talking on her phone and she's calling the police. And the police are supposed to be on the way. But it's like she waited like an hour and they never came.
Was she here for like an hour?
Yeah, easily. Like, what time is it now? Like, she got here at like 11:35. I know because I had just gotten back from the store.
It's 12:30 on the dot.
So it's a little less than an hour. She's been gone like maybe 10 minutes. But I'm a very big-hearted person. When you have a kid, it's like I want to help. Even if she didn't have a kid, I want to help. But here was this little baby. And you see him, he was sitting there. He was just a yawning. He was so tired. He was nodding
and
off.
very well behaved.
Yeah, it's like I kind of wanted to offer to let him lay down. But it's like, but then I don't want you to feel like you about to be here for extended periods of time. So ultimately, I think she called her friend. Her friend came, so they're going to go over to her apartment together. I hope that they don't come and be like, oh, me and my friend going to come now. No, we're not doing that.
I don't think that's a thing.
So hopefully it works out for her. I hope she's good.
It's a scary situation. Like, I was thinking about it, like, you see, like, it happen in movies and stuff. Like, you've got an abusive husband, and it's like you run out with just the clothes on your back, no shoes on with your kid. And apparently he was like driving up and down the street looking for them and all that kind of stuff. And it's like you hear about that kind of stuff and you see it in movies and it's like, oh, that's scary. But I don't know. Like, I can't imagine actually being in that situation. Like, that's some tough stuff. Like, my husband is just good to me. You know?
I'm sorry. I don't beat you.
I take that for granted. But I guess
it's not really a thing you take for granted. I mean, you kind of expect that I won't beat on you. Like, yeah. I mean, it's just...
But, I do have to say, it's like, I would rather be in the situation she's in where enough is enough. My baby is more important. I'm not going to let you hurt us. And I run out with no shoes on or anything with my baby than to be like other people I've known who just stay in that situation for years and years. And they're like being abused physically, mentally, verbally, kid after kid after kid. Those kids are getting hurt. Like, I can't imagine that. You know what I mean? So it's better that you get out of the situation than to stay in it.
That's weird because, I'd never really given it much thought. I mean, I guess we really do take our marriage for granted. Like, I don't worry about you cheating.
Yeah, I was going to say that's another thing. Like, I was listening to music today and there was a song playing and it was some rap song. And the guy was, how rap songs are, as guys talking about, like,
girl, you got a big booty.
Yeah,
popping
take
these
your
bottles.
Girl. Yeah, he's like, I'll take your girl, whatever. He was talking about how he met some chick and he was like boning her and she was married, but she wasn't in a happy marriage. I'm just like, people do that? Like,
I guess so.
I mean, I don't want to say I understand because I would never cheat on my husband, but like, I know people can make mistakes in a marriage, but I don't understand people who are like in a marriage, they aren't happy and they are just doing their thing on the side. Like, why are you even married then? Like, if you're not happy, I don't know. So I just I think like I used to, not like in a bad way, but like we're just boring, like old fashioned type, where it's like,
yeah, we're old fuddy duddies, man. It's just like, I'd just rather stay home and be faithful to my woman than go out to a bar and take my ring off and hope that, like, I haven't had it on long enough so you don't see the imprint on my finger and I try to hook up with some floozy. Like, who does that? Like, what's that for? All that extra effort. It's like, I'm good. I'm good at home. And I take it for granted in the sense that I go to sleep next to this woman and I wake up, and when I wake up, I don't even have to roll over to know she there. Where else she gonna be?
I mean, I roll over sometimes when he's not there, just saying.
Oh, but I don't freak
out.
I'm in the next room.
Yeah, I don't think he's like in the next room, like on Snapchat, sending like, you know, penis pictures or something.
You know, it's like if I get hungry or thirsty, it's just, hey babe, can you bring me this? Hey, can you bring? We're just boring old people who are just happy with marriage. So boring
that he has to ask me if he can have a soda, and I let him have a soda today. But of course, he got the big one.
Of course, look at this.
He got like a liter and a half soda. What is that? Is that a liter?
It's 1 liter. Yeah, I think this is a 1 liter. But you know, I haven't had soda in quite a while, so I was treating myself. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I really just take for granted that everything is everything with us.
And you know, I'll be honest, like a part of me, we were like sitting there because like we don't I'm guilty of sometimes being a little more concerned with other people, even if they're like in my territory. But in general, we don't really change up when people are around, no matter what the situation is.
No, not
especially
at all.
If you're in our territory. So like, you know, of course we were nice and we talked to her and stuff like that, but she was also on the phone handling business or whatever. But it's like we didn't like suddenly we're all sitting there depressed. Like there were still jokes. We still did what we would usually do. You know, Kari was watching his thing on his what was it, League of Legends Worlds, whatever, and he was playing No Man's Sky. I was sitting on my phone like we usually would be doing, making jokes or just regular conversation.
But it was weird, like there's this extra person here.
Yeah, and
I was just always aware that there was somebody behind me.
Yeah, and it's like a part of me did feel kind of like I wasn't gonna change what we usually do, but also it's like I kind of felt bad. Like here we are just like, oh, la la la, happy family, doing happy family stuff like we usually would. And here's like this woman and her child in distress. And, you know, a part of me kind of, I don't want to say guilty, but it was just like, it really made me think like, wow, we just kind of take for granted. We're just awesome. Like things are always good here. We don't have to worry about those kind of things, you know? And like, let's say there was a problem, it gets handled immediately. Like the last problem we probably had was like, a year ago, I think like you and Kari like got into it.
That wasn't even a year ago. That was.
Yeah, it was. It was last year.
Was that last year?
Yeah, it was last year.
You know, the last major thing I remember was he and I had a major disagreement about Sam coming here for school. But we
but
weren't. It was a misunderstanding. Like he was explaining it wrong, or I was hearing it wrong. But once we were on the same page, it absolutely made sense, and we worked that out.
Yeah, and that's the whole point. Like, whenever like we get into it, it's really just a difference of opinions, and in the end, we either, oh, I understand now because I heard you out, you heard me out, or you just agree to disagree, and then everything's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
but everything gets handled.
Like we're just not gonna see eye to eye on this. Hey, what's for dinner?
Yeah. You know? Like they get into it all. It's not like in a bad way, just about like different viewpoints or, you know, like politics and things like that. But it's not like, oh, screw you or anything like that. It's just kind of like, you know, I disagree, but you know, whatever. And that's that.
It really puts in perspective. It's like, yeah, our lives can be a little boring and kind of mundane, same shit, different day, but we don't have the problems that other people have. We don't worry like other people worry. Like, that poor woman is probably sitting home. It's like, I hope Jethro don't come home drunk again.
Right.
And he came in, damn it, Loretta, where you at? It's like,
it's not funny.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
God damn it, Loretta, where's my
name's
beer?
Not Loretta, but somehow the name Loretta just makes the situation sound worse. I don't know why.
I don't know, but like we don't concern ourselves with such things. Like the big thing today was, it's like, damn, I don't want to have to go to the store and break a 20. Fuck. All right, I want this Pepsi, and Asia want a cake. So.
Whoa, wait, hold on. Can we change how we word that, please?
Okay, not a cake. It's like you want to show them the cake. It's like a snack. It's like those little 2 for $1 Star Crunches. It's like a little, like a Swiss roll.
I wanted a regular personal Pepsi, and Asia just wanted a sheet cake.
Yeah, I wanted a little juice, and Asia wanted an 8-layer wedding cake.
Yeah, I had to go to the bakery and get her custom cake.
So we take for granted that that's just. Married, that's what other married people do, but it's just not what other married people do. It's like, and I was listening, and I heard her distinctly say a couple of times her husband. Mm-hmm. I was like, so it's not just the baby daddy kind of thing.
No, her husband, which honestly, I can understand why it will be harder to get out of that situation when you're married to someone. And I also heard her say on the phone, she was like, yeah, this is the last time though, because he's put his hands on me a couple of times before. And I'm just like, I can't imagine being in that situation. Like, you've got a baby, your husband's you literally, according to her, they were asleep. He came in just acting a mess and was trying to hurt her.
I mean, just imagine you just sitting at home chilling and somebody come in so disruptive that you have to wake up your 1-year-old and snatch him out the bed and just
run
take
down the
off.
street and just knock on doors and hope that someone helps you.
And how bad is your situation that you would run and you would knock on a stranger's door? I mean, we could be serial killing meth addicts. You don't know. That was a lot of trust.
It's such a scary thought, because for me personally, it's like if I ever feel like I'm in danger, something's wrong, the first place I'm going to run to is my husband. But if my husband is who I'm running from, then where do I go?
I am the danger.
I'm the one who knocks. Yeah, that's so
God
scary.
damn it, Loretta.
Stop it.
So I'm glad that worked out for her. Her friend came and she's good.
Yeah, but even that was scary, because she was just like, yeah, he didn't come to your place looking for me. Her situation isn't better. It's just she's not here anymore. So it's like, if any, I just feel the worst about the baby. Look,
as much shit as I give people for this one, thoughts and prayers. What you want me to do?
You did your part.
When the time came and she needed help, we opened our door. That's all I can do. And then she said thank you and she left. I didn't have a problem with that. So I did find out about the apartments next to us. It's like, I thought about living over there, but she paid more for a 1-bedroom than I do for 2. It's like, and it don't even have a washer or dryer. I'm good. And
then I was thinking too, and I overthink things, but it's like, if she came from the apartments over there and she ran over here, all the apartments that she passed by to come to our apartment.
I guess she was looking for somebody who was awake. And then a lot of it's a lot of apartments over here, but not a lot of people in our apartments.
That's fair.
So we're one of only 5 people who actually stay in this complex.
Yes, but I suppose if someone's coming after you down the street, on our street, you would not try to knock on the doors that are facing the street, and you would run in the middle of the complex where we are. And then I suppose, and I guess we're technically the first ones that are in the middle, so I understand that.
So hey, I'm glad I could help as much as we did. I mean, it was like I was sitting there, I was eating my food, and it was like I wanted to be sitting in the room eating my sausages and my fries, watching a movie with my woman. Now I'm sitting here eating my fries, because you can't warm fries back up.
Yeah.
So it's like, I gotta eat this now. So it kind of put a monkey wrench in my plan, but small price to pay so that baby was okay. So we're good.
It's crazy. Not to keep talking about, I don't know. I think when I was looking into what I wanted to study school, one thing I was thinking about minoring in was
you want to hold it?
Yeah, was child development and just that kind of thing. Oh gosh, he did that without my knowledge, by the way. If I had known he was gonna do that, I would have said no, and he knows that, which is why he snuck and did it.
I did. Isn't it? Yeah, we weren't even together when I did it. We
weren't.
No,
He knew.
In fact, we were newly broken up, and I was.
That was a guilt tattoo. Is what that was.
I was high on Vicodin, and sick and crazy.
So would you just go in, hey, I want a tattoo?
I was like, I'm gonna get a tattoo of Asia with the continent of Asia around it. So if it didn't work out, I could be like, I went to Asia once.
Is that really why?
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
I used to ask you, like, why did you get...
I mean, that's not a secret. Did I not tell you that?
No, I asked you, was like, why did you get the continent, like, shape around it?
Yeah, and honestly,
you were like,
I don't even know if that's the right shape. Like,
so he just...
Like, I remember we looked at an encyclopedia or something. Mm-hmm. It could be wrong. Do you know? This could be Wisconsin for all I know. I don't know. But what's important is that it says Asia.
So in other words, that could just mean anything.
Yeah. But I know what it means. It was for you. It was for you. People say when you get a tattoo of the person you love on them, that means that it's not going to work out. I was like, oh yeah, hold my beer.
Oh, is that why you got the continent around it just in case it didn't work out?
No,
you just contradicted yourself.
Because I knew. I've always known.
Yeah, but you just said that you got the continent around it.
People say that. Like, I knew.
You knew, but you got the continent just in case.
Well, there had to be some context for it. I mean, if it was just Asia on my back, it would just be like random 4 letters for no reason.
Oh my gosh. I am not into tattoos. I have 0 tattoos, and I honestly I thought about getting tattoos before, like not like a bunch of tattoos, but I thought like, oh, maybe I'll get a little something hidden. But tattoos just aren't my thing. I don't like the idea of marking my skin. That's just me personally. Like I think tattoos look really cool on other people. I just don't think I could ever have a tattoo. But I love piercings, which is odd. Like,
because you can take those out.
Yeah, I can take them out. They'll go away. You know, like my thing is like I have 3 piercings in my ears. But I actually would like another piercing in my ear. But again, that's something that I can take out or put in as I please. But tattoos, that's just like, that's a permanent thing. I don't think there's anything.
Like marriage.
Huh?
Marriage.
Sorry, I just took over your video.
That's okay. You know, we can wrap this up. It's been 17 minutes.
I'll do my video in a bit.
Come on, Loretta. Get back in the bed. Oh my God.